Coach, it's never easy when you play these guys here, is it? I mean,
No.
A few years ago in the final, it turned out differently. Talk to me about what was the one thing you thought made a difference tonight.
Well, their size did hurt us, and just looking at stats right now, I know 35 had a good first half. I thought we did a very good job in the second half on him, limiting him his offensive opportunities. But his length, you just can't, you can't teach how to defend that length. And we went over how to defend it. And unfortunately, his 17 points were pretty crucial. 17 points there. Looking at other stats, they had 4 guys in double figures. That's typically our storyline. Where we have 4 guys in double figures. Fortunately tonight it was pretty difficult getting that ball in the hole for us. And credit Lakeville North. Great team, well coached. Their guys stepped up and made some plays. Those free throws down the stretch was pretty clutch.
What did they do defensively that slowed you guys down more than the last couple of games you played?
Yeah, if we said that the score would be in the 60s, I don't know if I would have liked our chances. We wanted to get the game going. Their defense, again, their length kind of scared us to kind of attack inside. Cam Betty did a pretty good job in the first half. Unfortunately, I don't know if he scored in the second half, maybe 2 points. And, not having that inside-outside connection really hurt us. So I thought they did a good job taking away that inside. And again, maybe that length maybe scared us a little bit.
Hey, Allan, curious, you guys are used to going out and getting pressure on teams and getting some runs early in games. They handled your pressure early. Was that something you haven't faced earlier? Were they, you kind of surprised by how well they handled your pressure?
Not really, because we faced some teams that handled our press fine, and they just handled it perfectly today.
Have you guys faced many games where you guys have been down like that for as long as you were?
It's been multiple games since we've been down. We've been down 15 points, 10 points, and we just stayed within the game, and basically we just came up on top on all of them. But tonight we couldn't do that.
Coach, Allan's threes, especially in the first half, and it seemed like they kept you guys within striking distance. I mean, how crucial were those, sometimes to keep the deficit from growing?
Yeah, those were very critical threes. I think that's his career high for three-pointers made and attempted in the game. 5 out of 10. They definitely helped us in. Those were at stretches where an 8-point lead for Lakeville North, and if we don't make a couple of those threes, that 8-point lead could have gone to 14 pretty quick. So credit Allan, credit Dante Jones in the second half as well. I thought they had some pretty big threes for us. To kind of go back to your question, they did handle our pressure pretty good, but we still forced 21 turnovers, and that's a lot in high school basketball. And typically we do a better job of securing those turnovers and putting them into points for us. Seems like we'd get a steal and then we give it right back to them. We were too gracious, too kind. We had 14 turnovers. It's a little bit high for us, I thought, overall. So I thought we played pretty good defensive pressure. Sure, they handled it at times, but to force 21 turnovers is pretty impressive.
Well, Demario, what changed for you guys defensively in the second half? I think they shot like 67% from the field in the first half, much down from that in the second half. What changed for you guys on that end of the floor defensively?
We just applied more pressure, just getting up in the grills, sending traps from backside, front side, making them move the ball and have to rotate the right way.
Coach, you've obviously coached against Oxen squads before. Why do you think they're able to be so consistent and constantly be a contender like they are?
Well, the size is one thing. They play with tenacity, and that's a trademark of John Oxen's program. Lakeville North, they're solid. Every one of those players, you can't really key in on 35. You can't really key in on Brooks because you look at some of their role players tonight. Number 4, Fossey had a great game. Number 3 had a great game. They do some of the little things that make it difficult to stop 1 or 2 players. So. Again, credit Lakeville North. They played well.
That's of course not the way you wanted this to end, but when you think 30-0, winning 30 straight games, what are you going to remember about this run to this point, maybe 5 years from now?
It's truly a special team. Special team that is not based off a single player. This is a team based off of 9 guys that can play basketball. It starts with these 2 guys, our seniors. We have 4 other seniors that really have kept our kids pretty close together. They're unique. They like each other. You know, they're good friends, and you can see that connection out on the court. You can see the camaraderie. Those are the things that are special. You know, you're only as good as your senior leaders. Our senior leaders this year were exceptionally good. It's a special group, something that's going to be forever going down as one of the better teams in Osseo history, and we've had some pretty good teams.